Learning English language, adopting it as a means of communication. Dream of yours, destination of some, but who can win? Who will be the champion of this spoken English? Because we are non native English speakers. We are not living, we are not residing in an English community. Then, how can we make this journey a journey of smoothness? Because there are many hurdles, there are many setbacks, and there are many speed breakers like lack of motivation. Some days you are highly charged and some days you are really fatigued and you are tense with some work or due to lack of energy. Then how can you do justice with your learning of English language? Because learning a language requires your hard work, requires some strategies. That's why some become topper and some become average, some leave this path of learning English language. This is all due to the top tips and tricks and techniques. That's why some students in class become toppers, some become average, and some fail in their exam. Why? Why? Because they adopt some certain specific technologies, terminologies, techniques, and ways which are unique and which require less time, but they give more productivity. So, number one tip I am going to share is that set a specific place for your study. For example, this is my specific place to lecture, to deliver a lecture to you. Now when I sit at this place and I am in front of the camera, my first reaction is to record the video with full concentration. It eliminates all the noises, all the distractions like notification of mobile phone and the people. I have closed the room, I have closed the doors, windows, and I am here in front of you. It means that this is my designated place, this is my specific place, and I have reserved this place to record my lecture with full concentration where there is no disturbance. You have to adopt this similar task. You have to reserve a designated place, a specific place for your studying English language, because when you reach at this place, when you reach or when you study or when you sit at that place, you are reminded by your brain that this is the place for learning English language. No more distractions, no more disturbance, no more noise. You should have to full concentrate on your work. So this is the first tip. This is the first tip. Now second tip is use of Pomodoro technique. Now, what is Pomodoro Technique and how it is efficient for learning English language? You have to do a Pomodoro Technique for learning English language. What is Pomodoro? Pomodoro means that you have to do learning English language for specific time, for specific period of time with full concentration. And after that period, you have a interval, you have a short break. When you are conscious that I will have a short break after this period, your concentration level, your memory retention, and your focus is also enhanced. You use this Pomodoro technique when you are learning English language. When you are reading something, after reading something you have to take a break, short break, and after returning from short break your energy is fully charged and you are in a happy mood again. Now you can maintain a role play, become a reader and narrate what you have read in the book. After that, you are listening something, you are watching a podcast and listening a podcast. Now what you have to do, you have to take a short break. After a short break, just come back at your designated place. After returning on your designated place, what you have to do? You have to play the role play and narrate what you have listened. And you will see tremendous and significant change in your learning capability. Number three, very important tip is that you have to set manageable goals, achievable goals. Why manageable goal and set achievable goal? Because it will gives you a sense of accomplishment. For example, if I have learned 5 vocabulary words, tomorrow it will be a sense of accomplishment that yesterday I have learned 5 words, I can do it now. Now, if you are doing that, I will learn all the vocabulary today, it is not a realistic, it is not a achievable, manageable goal. Then it will slow down your confidence level. Your confidence level will say that, oh, you can't do this. Yesterday you haven't completed your task. How can you do it tomorrow? So always set manageable, achievable, realistic goals in your routine to be have a realistic and conquering feelings that I will conquer. Yesterday you were a conqueror and now today you will be a conqueror. Number 4, very important. Practice active reading. Now, what is active reading and how can you play it? You have to utilize your highlighters, underline the line, take a brief note of what you have written. This is called active reading. You are not only reading, you have fully engaged yourself by highlighting the important parts, by underlining the important and information, and you are also summarizing, you are also taking brief notes of what you have read. Now, if you are engaged in active reading, your mind will respond you will retain, your retention power will be much more focused, and when you will retrieve the information, you will be more successful. So you have to utilize active reading technique, because I am utilizing this technique and I am a regular user of this technique. Why? Because I am in a habit of underlining, highlighting the important information, and I am a big advocate of taking brief notes. And I am also in the habit of summarizing, because I love to narrate what I have read, I love to describe what I have listened, and I want to be a newscaster, I want to be a reader, I want to be a writer, I want to be everything. So whatever I am reading, I try to summarize in my own words. You have to utilize this, and when you will utilize this technique, you will enjoy, and when you start enjoying the process, this is the beginning of your learning. Believe me, when you are enjoying something, that's the initial point for you to learn something. Because for this time you have been studying, you are not learning, you have been studying. Now from onward you have to inculcate enjoying, not the studying, because when we study we forget after a time, but when we enjoy something we do not forget even after so many years. Number 5th, use visual aids. What are visual aids? We have to utilize different kind of pictures and other kind of visual aids. Why visual aids? When we are reading something, for example, we have read something, we have read a book, a novel, and on the other day we have watched a video on that topic. Now what is that? We are providing food not only to our eyes but to our ears, to our all senses are involved in watching that movie. If we are learning a word, then we are watching the word with the picture. For example, if I have learned the word tree, and I have seen the picture of a tree, it will be imprinted in my mind. A tree will be a brown stem, branches, green leaves. This is called a tree. And if I am learning a hospital, what will I see? And a hospital with a picture. The image, the picture in my mind will be a hospital is a place where plus is the sign, and where are patients, where are doctors in the white uniform. Now I will better understand. So you have to utilize, when you are learning the vocab, when you are learning the sentence structures, you have to utilize the visual aids. In order to better comprehend what you are reading, what you are listening, you have to watch also. That's why I recommend very fast the visual aids. Now you are reading something, you are understanding the concept of learning English language. You are also watching me. You are watching how I am delivering my lecture, how is my eye contact, and if content. And if you are liking this, you can also adopt it. 7. Teach materials what you have read is the most beautiful and the most favorite technique of mine. Why it is my favorite technique? Because when you are reading something, and if you are teaching it to the other person, this will retain in your brain, this will be consolidified in your brain. You will retain it in a much better way. So I recommend whatever you want to learn, whatever you want to retain in your brain, whatever you want that it should stay in my brain, you have to teach it to others. Because when we teach to others, it is called reinforced teaching, reinforced learning. Why reinforced learning? Once we have learned, now we are delivering the same thing. What is this? This is called reinforcement. You have to adopt this reinforcement technique to study better English. Now you are learning the various techniques. You are learning how to speak English well. You have to choose the topic. First read the topic, then elaborate it to anyone. If there is no one, you have to elaborate it to yourself because you are the best friend of yours. Now coming towards the 8 technique, the 8 technique is you have to do your sleep better. Get enough sleep. Because why enough sleep is better? Because when we are not having enough sleep, we become irritated. We are not in the good position. Our energy is not fully charged. And what we do? We make a lot of mistakes. And we are not having a full concentration on anything. So first do your sleep, then have your work. Eliminate multitasking. If you really want to become a fluent English speaker, you have to be fully focused. It means that eliminate multitasking. It doesn't mean that you are reading something and you are also watching another movie. No. When you are reading, you should fully focus on reading. When you are listening something, try to focus on your listening skills. When you are watching something, you should not read anything else. It means you have to focus one thing at one time. It will retain, it will boost up your confidence, it will boost up your learning skills. And number 10, least last but it is not the final step, I am going to share another video with full top tips to assist you in your learning skills of English language. And now revisit the materials at regular basis. Because when you have to revisit and review all the vocabulary, all the notes which you have prepared at regular basis. Why we say that this is passive vocabulary, we cannot retain it, this is active vocabulary? Why all the things become passive? Because we are not regularly revisiting them, reviewing them, and repeating them. Repetition is the fundamental key to learn anything. Why children learn more? Because they are repeating the same thing again and again until it becomes their habit. We have to adopt the same philosophy, same technique or same tip in our learning English language. Then English language will retain with us. It will be a helpful friend for us. It will not become an enemy for us. It will not be a foe. It will not become a monster or a ghost for us to intimidate us. Rather, it will assist us. It will help us. It will help us in materialization of our dreams. So if you like the video, kindly share and subscribe it so that other English learners can benefit from this video. So till the next video, stay happy, stay blessed. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.